Hey guys, welcome back. So as you can see behind me, the deer blind is officially done and in place. So I had to move it with the Bobcat, like I said in the previous video, from the pole barn. Creeped all the way along here, brought it through all this stuff. This is where all the clover and alfalfa will end up being, next to the pond for just a super huge, awesome food plot. But ended up on this location. Got it on the wood here using the elevator brackets. Everything's secured. Just wanted to go over it, show you guys what I did, and just get into it. All right, let's go. So I had to use the Bobcat in order to move this because the Coyote tractor I have, it didn't have enough weight there to actually lift this in place to do the elevator brackets. So what I ended up doing is having the elevator brackets already on it, brought it out here, had the Bobcat on one side with the forks chained to have that extra leverage with weight, had it over here on the side and lifted up all the way, and then started doing the elevator brackets. So if you see here, just your standard elevator brackets that you can have with the 4x4s, started setting this in place, kind of leveling the ground. And then just a bunch of cross braces, because if you just have the 4x4 posts, it was just super wobbly. Way too much weight with the whole blind just on those four legs. So having the cross braces here on all sides, X's here, X's on this side, and then the front and the back also having just a horizontal cross brace too. But this has worked great, super solid. We've had tons of windy days here in Michigan the last few days, and this has just been awesome. And another cool thing I did, and you might want to do this too, is I wanted to insulate the floor also. So my goal is during this fall, maybe even like late firearm too, like into December or something, I wanted to have the floor insulated and then put some extra OSB I have. This is just like, 7/16, something like that, under here, and I think this is going to do two things. One, the insulation is going to be great to keep it warmer, but two, it's going to be keeping out kind of like just the critters, the like bugs, nests, things like that, kind of seal this whole thing off. So got this up here. There's just a few areas I need to like fill in with some foam just to really tighten everything up. But this is going to be great. Just another cool idea that you guys can do if you have some extra boards on you and want to make it kind of perfect. I ended up deciding on building some wooden stairs too. There's another old deer blind I have way over there on the property. That's a 4x6 deer blind, and I actually repurposed like an old 6-foot aluminum ladder that was just off to the side and then kind of bolted into the side of it. But for this one, wanted to make it a little bit more official and actually do some wooden stairs. So the 2x10s are here on the side. With that, used some 2x10s also for the stairs you see here, and then just did the 2x4s underneath as the supports for each stair. So ended up cutting this at a 45. So this is a 45-degree slope. Here, I'll back up so you can see it a little bit better. 45-degree slope or angle. Had to do some cuts to wedge it underneath and to the side here, so bolted in on both sides all the way down to the ground, and then just had 2 paver stones here. The one thing I am going to do is once the ground thaws, I'm going to get some 4x4s, and I think I might actually do like a handrail on this side, just because the door opens this way to the left. So I think a handrail right in here is going to be great. Just to make it easier to get up. It's kind of icy right now, so hopefully it's not a death trap here without a handrail. But that's another thing I'm thinking of doing this springtime. All right, let's go inside and check it out though. So the door here, if you remember from a few previous videos, built this door, insulated this side, have some just cheap gate hardware that you can use here. Coming on in. This is it completed with the DeerView Windows. I was able to get about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. Ended up taking about 5 weeks for DeerView to get these here. For the side windows from DeerView, I'm actually really impressed with their product. This one came with all the brackets that you need. So you can see here, this is what you use to tie it down. So we'll do this one, do this one. There's brackets that came with it that end up just hinging, kind of swiveling up here. So if you can see, these just raise up. Doing this with one hand, but these spin up. Lock these into place. And here we go. Great view out here. So really impressed with these. Really love the quality. You can see that there's a little bit of like this felt pad here for sound dampening. So you can end up just closing this real easy. Shut it down here. Will fit super snug. And this has been great. Love these. Love the way it looks. Inside mount. Hinges. I did mine to flip up instead of down, just so that I'm not going to accidentally, hit something, whatever that may be. And then the main window here. This is also just great. So really good view. If you see right here, pinch these, slide it open. And these actually, you can pull these out too if you ever want to clean them. Or say it's like fall time and maybe you just don't really see a need to have these windows on. That's another option. But the quality here is really good. Ended up screwing these in. Did some silicone here just to seal everything. Try to keep bugs out, any type of moisture, whatever it may be. I guess we'll figure that out this year. But these went in super easy. Really happy with these. Love the option it gives by sliding on both sides. So here, I'll shut this side. Come over here instead. Slide this open. Just really cool here with what it offers. Haven't ever had windows in a deer blind before, so this really feels like you kind of step on up and made it. So really happy with this. And then also ended up doing the shelf here. So just spanned the whole front wall here, and instead of going out and buying like brackets or metal brackets, whatever you can think of, ended up just cutting some 2x4s. So did the 2x4 here. This is to the wall. This is obviously screwed on top, and then just a 45 just to support it. So just all three of these. This one looks really good. I think I might end up putting, I don't know, like a sandbag or something where when it comes time to shoot, maybe something to have right here where it can rest, like the crossbow or the gun, whatever it may be, just to make things easier. And then also did another shelf up here. So same thing, cut everything, did my same type of 2x4 brackets, and then just cut an extra piece right here like a lip, so that anything that's up here, if it wants to ever roll, this will stop it. So this is pretty cool. End up putting maybe some ammo, binoculars, like a small propane tank for like the buddy heater that's going to go here somewhere, like that corner or this corner, and try to stay pretty warm. Another thing you might want to think of when you're building your blind is from the floor to the base of your window, what you want your height to be. I did 34.5 inches based on the rough-in measurements that DeerView gave me for where their window would fit in. So from the floor to right here, 34.5 inches. I'm happy with it, but depending on how tall your chair is, it might be something where you want to go higher, you want to go lower. Just one of those things when you're building your blind, to definitely have your chair on you, kind of set down and imagine, hey, this is what it's going to look like. Does this feel comfortable where I'm at in setting up and shooting? Like, is this something that's comfortable for me, or should I raise or lower it? But for me here, this works out perfect. Really happy with it, and can't wait to hunt out of this thing, guys. So there's a lot of room in here too, being a 6x8. Just kind of going in the corner here, you can see the two chairs are set up right here. Plenty of room for people to move, look out their own windows. Have, like I said, have like a heater over in the corner out of the way so people aren't stepping on it. You got room for shelves, setting things down, putting your gun up to the side or your crossbow. If you're deciding on what size to go, I really think a 6x8 is the sweet spot. I feel like 8x8 might be just a little bit too big, where you're gonna just have too much room behind you and kind of have to physically move just to make everything work in between windows and setting up, where I really feel like the 6x8 gives everyone enough room here to kind of do their thing and relax and be comfortable. Well guys, that's the tour of the blind, inside out, showing you the windows that finally came in. Really happy with how this turned out. Happy with the location, happy with the elevator brackets, just all of it. It came together, was able to get it moved out. That was the other thing I was worried about, is being winter time and before spring hit. It's been kind of warm, and then it's been cold, and so the ground's just been crazy. You can see here where I came in with the Bobcat, and even with the ground being really frozen at the time, I was still sinking in like crazy. So I knew I had to get this out here before spring, because then it was going to be, gosh, forever until everything dries out and I wouldn't sink in the mud. So there you have it. This is it. Thanks for watching, and hey, comment below if you guys are going to be doing your own builds. Would love to hear what you guys are doing, and if there's any questions you have with what I've done, like materials or ideas or how I made things happen, just comment below and let me know. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.